Hey y'all, thanks for joining me. I'm going to share with you my first tutorial. I had so many emails and comments about the Halloween albums and how I did the covers on them. Wanted to share with it, and you're going to love how easy this is to do. It is just super easy. This is the kit that I purchased. It's by Recollections, got it at Michael's. It has two chipboard shapes in it, a front and a back for the album. It also comes with 6 cardstock sheets and 6 pages shaped like the skull, which I did not use any of these in the album. I just used the chipboard, and then it comes with 2 rings that you can use. For the crackling process, super easy. I used plain old acrylic. This is Apple Barrel acrylic, but any brand would be fine. Paint. And then I just happened to use on this one the Folk Art Crackle Medium, but I've used 3 or 4 different types of Crackle Medium in the last several years, and they've all worked wonderfully. This just happens to be what I used on the skull. Now I've already coated the back with the Crackle Medium and let it dry. You can see how shiny it is. And on the front, I'm just going to show you what I do. I just go ahead and pour the Crackle Medium on the piece because I like to get a nice thick coat. And then I just take a foam brush, and a foam brush definitely works best for both steps in this process. And you just put it on just cover it completely. Super easy to do. Oh, and on this one, it has like a little silver tooth and a little bitty rhinestone. I had just popped that off because I wanted to use my own. I had to add some big bling to those Halloween albums. So you can do that too if you want, or just know that it comes with its own bling. And so you just make sure it's coated completely. And of course, I get into all of the openings and crevices, make sure they're coated too. And not hard to do. And then just make sure you've got any air bubbles smoothed out. And then you just set that aside to dry. And it doesn't, I think I let it dry a couple hours. It doesn't take very long for it to do that. Now there is a trick when you're doing the actual acrylic paint on top of the Crackle Medium. I actually take the top off, and definitely a foam brush for this because you get a much better effect. But I pour the paint, I really load the brush up, because it's real important when you're doing this to make as few strokes as possible, because that will affect the crackle. You'll get a much smaller crackle and not a nice big crackle. And then I always keep my brush strokes going in the same direction, either vertically or horizontally. So I just load it up and bring it down like that. Super easy. As you can see, it's really fast too. I'm almost done with getting this coated. Just like this. And the crackling starts really quickly. It's actually starting over on this side, and I'll show it. I'll finish this up, and then I'll hold it up so you can see it a little better. I know I'm getting my hand in the way so you guys can't see, but I'm just making very light brush strokes. Just kind of very gently put the paper on the surface. I mean, not the paper, good grief. The paint. Put the paint on the surface of what you're painting. I really should have gotten that. A little more paint on it. And if you do too many strokes, you know, if you overwork it and you go back and forth, it really, you might not even get a crackle effect on some of the areas. So, really try not to overwork the paint on the surface. And as you can see, it is already crackling. Hope you can see it, at least in the light here. And you just let it dry, and by the time it dries, the crackling effect's done, and it's just awesome. I love it. Well, hope that helped. If you guys have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to help in any way that I can. I know I've gotten a lot of help from others out there and being able to see what they do. So y'all just let me know. Y'all have a good one. Bye.